Suicide Awareness Month, and historically I've been really bad at that. So I'm going to talk about my experience with depression. So people with depression have certain responsibilities in order to manage their mental illness that other people don't have. So the efforts you might be putting towards managing your mental illness might seem unfair. But if you neglect those responsibilities, you will make not only yourself, but those around you miserable. And that might sound insensitive, but I have a lot of experience with that, doing it myself and people around me doing it to me. Now, a part of my healing process was mending the bonds that I had lost during the time where I was embroiled in my depression. Like, people wouldn't recognize me 5 or 6 years ago. I was such a bad person. My mom had kicked me out of the house and I was living in a hotel. And through that process, I also had to disprove the beliefs that depression had convinced me of. Namely, that everybody hates me, that I can't accomplish hard things no matter how hard I try, I'm not even worth taking care of, and I'm also better off dead. And through fitness and nutrition, I was able to disprove those thoughts little by little. Now, it could have been anything, but it was fitness for me. Because when I got into the gym, that was territory that I didn't think that I even belonged in. And as I saw myself trying things and improving in them and accomplishing some things that I had set goals for, I saw that depression wasn't even telling the truth. I was collecting evidence that disproved what depression so desperately wanted me to believe. And being that through the process of mending my bonds and relationships, I had a better support system in order to have a sort of soundboard in order to talk about these things with, like, oh, I accomplished this thing. Does that mean XYZ? And I had people to tell me, yes, that does mean that you can accomplish hard things. And getting that sort of external validation, I know that a lot of people have certain thoughts about that, helped me. It really helped me. And I know I'm not saying that fitness and nutrition is going to help everybody with their depression, but there are holistic benefits to incorporating a balanced diet and fitness, that like energy levels and brain functioning. And also my relationship with food tied into this whole process, because I was prioritizing food so much in my life in order to avoid my emotions. But during my process of rectifying that relationship with food, I found myself better able to address my uncomfortable emotions and manage them appropriately. And I'm also not saying, and I don't want anybody to get the impression that because I have this lifestyle and I've lost the weight and XYZ, that my depression is just gone. Like I said, I've intentionally and vigorously invested my time, energy, and effort into attacking and managing my mental illness. And that is something I couldn't do it passively. I had to address the specific beliefs and problems I had in my life in order to resolve them. And it had to be an intentional process. It wasn't